Hello guys, in this video, this is potentially the last video of the data science process. In this video, I would like to explain about the analysis of the model output. We have done videos for each of these steps in the data science process, and we have done a general video which give you an overview of the data science process. So if you don't know about those videos, you can watch those videos. The links are given in the description of this potentially last video of the data science process. So what is mean by analysis of the model output? That's the final step, and that's you will need to analyze the data, and that will reflect something which you have stated in the objective of your study. So broadly, we can say that you can analyze data into two ways. One is numerical ways, and the other is visualization. You can make some plots, graphs, charts, and like that. So let's go and see how we can explain data analysis. Analysis of the model output. Okay, so interpretation and insights. Once the model output is analyzed, this is after analysis. So you need to analyze that into two ways, and that can be you can analyze this the model output in two ways. One is numerical, and other is in using visualization. You can say some in graphical ways. Maybe you can make a chart, bar plot, time plot, or box whisker plot, heat maps, and maybe just geospatial map, and so on. So you can do like that. And for that purpose, for numerical, you can have so many statistics, and you can have some like correlations, or maybe you can have some other information matrix. And yes, and then the thing is actually interpretation, but that's entirely the analysis entirely depend on the objectives of your study. If there is classification, you need to do some classification, of some categories, like we have done in droughts and no droughts, and the other can be disease or no disease or something like that. So that's analysis. Again, I will say that depend on the objective of your study. If your purpose is forecasting droughts using machine learning in the time series framework, then you need to train test the model, evaluate the model, and then you need to forecast the droughts in the future based on the previous data. And then you have done that. That's your, you have the output, and you can then analyze. You can have some summary statistic. You can have some numerical values for the entire drought forecast, or the better is you need to visualize, that future droughts in comparison to the baseline. The previous data, and then you can see the trend whether there's be more droughts in the future or there will be less droughts in the future. So something like that you can analyze in that way. So let's do now some discussion on the interpretation and insights. Once the model output is analyzed, the key steps is interpreting the result in a meaningful way. Feature importance analysis. For model like random forest, XGBoost, which feature have the highest impact on the predictions? So this is very important. In this case, you can use shape plot, and we will have a separate video on this, and that can explain that which features has the highest impact on the predictions. Error analysis, and all errors distributed randomly in this or as there are patterns. So that's also important. If there is a pattern, then you need to revisit the model training and testing. Model comparison, comparing models like logistic regression random forest using cross correlation square. Model generalization, checking if the model overfit or comparing training versus testing performance. We will have a separate video on overfitting and underfitting of the model, and then we will have also, and we will try to talk about the ways how to tackle overfitting and underfitting. Visualization of model output, classification, confusion matrix, ROC curve, feature importance plots. You can use these for classification. You can use, for the visualization technique, you can use these techniques to see the performance, or you can say to analyze or to visualize the plots the output of the model for classification. For regression, you can use scatter plot, actual versus predictor, residual plot, and so on. So you can see, you can analyze the results. Clustering, cluster distribution plot, Selhurst plot. For time series forecasting plot, as we have talked about this already, and you can use autocorrelation function and partial autocorrelation plot as well. So this is all about that how we can analyze the data and interpret the data. Analyze and interpret the data. I mean, analyze and interpret the output of the model which we use normally in the data science process. Remember that data science process, machine learning can be the part of data science process because we need the data science process to analyze the data, and there for that purpose we can use statistical model or machine learning model and maybe other model as well. So this is all about analysis of the model output and their interpretation. So that's complete the data science process from my side. You can include or exclude some steps in this process, but this is broadly we can say this is the whole data science process which you are doing, and this starts from the problem statement and setting objective of your study, the first step, and this end with the analysis and interpretation of the model output. So that's complete this, and you can connect the first step with the last step because you have stated problem and set the objectives, and then you have the analysis and results, so you can see there can be connection. So thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Ciao.